22,760 seconds. That's the amount of time per day you spend looking at a screen. That's 9 hours. And with sleep, that's 75% of your day gone. Do the math, and that leaves you with 6 hours left. Better make it count. Better make it count. No matter how many times you've told yourself that, did you mean it? And as every day passes and everything feels fine, maybe you still feel that tick. That realization that the life you're living, the one that you were sold on, well, what if that's not you? What if there's more for you out there? Would you be willing to chase it? Would you be willing to break free? A thought that lingers until it eventually turns into an idea. So, the dreams, the hopes, and ambitions begin to flow. The things that always felt impossible for a moment make sense. But of course, the weight of risk becomes overwhelming. So, you scroll, and scroll, and scroll. But wait. Yesterday, you said today. And today, you said tomorrow. And tomorrow, you'll say next week. And just like that, you'll keep on going until you stop and realize that even though you are living, you are not alive. It's time to wake up. It's time to stop thinking, stop planning, stop worrying. Just go. It doesn't matter where, and it doesn't matter how. Because I'll tell you a secret. You were never gonna find it. It was always gonna find you. Or stay stuck. But let me ask you a question. What scares you more? The idea of failing, or the idea of knowing you never tried? Peace. Yo, what's up guys? Thank you for tuning into the video. That is a topic that is near and dear to my heart. 2 years ago, I took a risk. I got tired of waiting and I just left. I just went and I started doing something that I had no idea how to do, that I wasn't ready for. And somehow, in some way, it completely transformed my life. And this video isn't saying per se that, just traveling or spending money on a ticket is going to fix everything or get you closer to that dream. But I do believe that for everyone, at some point in their life, there's a moment where there's something they want to do, whether that has to do with traveling or something job-wise, and they tell themselves that they need to get more and more prepared. They tell themselves tomorrow, I'll wait for the right time. I just think the reality is that you just have to start. You have to be willing to just go forward and completely fail and fall on your face. But in that process, I think you'll surprise yourself. But before diving into that, I do want to thank Artlist for sponsoring this video. Artlist is an incredible source of assets and tools and everything that a filmmaker or content creator can need in this world. And if you're not familiar with them already, you really need to check them out. Whether it's extra footage, whether it's sound effects, whether it's music, whether it's high quality AI voiceovers, this website is a source that I am using every day when it comes to editing, even when it comes to inspiration or finding shots, or for example, in this video, when I'm playing things over on the TV and it's flashing my eyeballs, finding elements like that to help create effects. It is something they should try today. So if you check out the link in my description, you can sign up for 2 months free off Artlist, and I highly recommend giving it a try because you will not regret it. But yeah, I think a lot of the inspiration going in this video is just this idea that we spend so much of our lives looking at our screens. It's less about, okay, you need to try and use your phone less or be on a screen less. It's almost unavoidable now. I think it's more about in the times that we get where we're not sucked into this kind of matrix of a lifestyle, we really have to force ourselves to get out and do something different, and it doesn't have to be something that's super expensive. It doesn't have to be something that involves traveling across the world. But it should be something that gets us closer to that idea of what we had of ourselves when we were a kid, to that childhood dream, no matter how crazy or ridiculous it is. And I know that feels tough and it feels almost impossible. And there's a lot of places that looking at that idea feels like I could never do that. But I felt that same way 2 years ago. And I really took a chance on myself. and realized that it had nothing to do with me or my ambition or my skill set. It had everything to do with the fact that I just kind of took a leap off a cliff with no idea what was going to happen. And instead of waiting for the right time, I decided that the time was then and there. And I think a lot of this video and this idea of going over this routine again and again and again and telling yourself things and not really doing the things you tell yourself you're going to do it, because sometimes it's the frustration of the fact that you're still stuck in the same routine that you promised yourself you would get out of years ago that ultimately drive you to change. So, I don't know. 2 years ago, I woke up and realized I've been doing that to myself for 10 years. There's no easy way around it. And I wish I could sit here and hug you and tell you it's going to be okay no matter what. But there's going to be ups and there's going to be downs. The only thing that anyone can ever promise to you about a journey, because they cannot promise it's going to be perfect, and they're not going to promise you you're not going to fail, because you will fail absolutely over and over again. The only promise someone can make is that when you get to the other side and you look back, you're sure as hell going to be happy that you did it. Anyways, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe if this resonates with you. I've been pouring a ton of effort and my heart into these YouTube videos, and it would mean the world to me if you supported me. So I'll leave you with this question that I asked myself that ultimately pushed me over the edge on what I wanted to do. What scares you more? The idea of failing or the idea of knowing that you never tried? Choose wisely. Anyways, peace.